I have a friend who calls me and she's always arguing with her husband.
No.
And it's hard to listen to it because she says, "Oh, I just hate him." And I know that that thought is just in the moment and that she'll later on say that she does appreciate some things, but I have to just like hold a space for her while I listen to her negative energy. And it's sometimes hard. Like when I get off the phone, like going for a run is a good idea. I never thought of that, but I've sometimes been in workshops, or I was in a course, and I had to actually have a meditation or acupuncture afterwards, just to release all the negative energy that I was coming into my body.
Right.
So I don't know if you can address how do you deal with people who are incredibly like in that frustration level when you're not, and
Yeah.
you don't want to be brought down there.
Yeah, and they like to spin. So it really depends. Okay, so take a step back. As you do this work more and more, what'll happen is you will likely find that those quote unquote friends you may not choose to hang out with anymore. Not because anything's wrong with them. It's just that and let me just sort of piece two things together. It's that as you maintain your vibration and you've shifted who you're being, they have the choice to do the same. Right? I always say to people say, well, what about your siblings? Do they do this work? No. What about your parents? Do they do it? No. It's not it's a choice thing. We all have access to it. We all have awareness. Now, when you use that comment of, I'm on the phone, I'm going to hold the space for her. In fact, what you're doing when you think you're doing that, you're actually creating the space for you to take it on and for her to feel better. Right? That's what you're doing. So what would be of greatest advantage for you, Janice, if you choose to take this on, is very quickly into this conversation, say, stop for a second. Just stop. Please, honey, just stop. And this is why I mean your friendships may change because of what I'm about to say. You want to enter that because the bottom line, you enter that conversation because you want to help this person, right? That's why you're on the phone. The old-fashioned thinking is, I'm going to vomit on you. I'll feel better. See you later. Have a good day. And then you got to go for a run to feel better.
I'm her sounding board.
Exactly. And you know that you're the one who's affected, and she just went off and probably had sex with her husband that night, and she's fine. Right?
That is
and
not fair.
It's not fair. So as conscious divas that you are, as conscious people that you are, what would really help is for you to be able to stop them early on, even if they're not aware of this material. Because you understand, and we haven't gotten to this conversation yet as a group, you understand the concept of momentum. And the more she gets momentum going, what's going to happen? It's going to get faster, right? So as the momentum gets faster, and she spins and 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 spins, it, like you said, it rubs off on you. So your greatest benefit to her is when she calls, just say, okay, we're going to talk about that, dear friend of mine, but before we talk about that, tell me what you think of the weather outside. What do you think of it? And she'll go like, F you, I don't talk to you. No, tell me what you think. And before we talk about this, tell me about all of the amazing things that your kid did today. Oh, before we talk about this, tell me all of the amazing things that, like, didn't your husband just get you a diamond ring? Like, you want to start to plant those thoughts into her. So you're not trying to change her or shift her vibration, but you're trying to get her to get that if she keeps going on this path, it's actually not serving her. Yes, she vomits on you, and yes, she temporarily feels better. But long run, guess what? She's not. Long run, she doesn't. And she can only do it so many times. That's one approach. Second approach is for you, and we haven't gotten to this conversation yet, but we're going to get there very soon. Most of you will understand this concept. If you can maintain your vibration really high, let's say she's in blame, so you're up here in empowerment, you're the last person she's going to want to call. Last person. Got it? So that's why the key to the conversation at the beginning is say, hey, did you know there's a Grey Cup on this weekend? Hey, did you know it's sunny? Hey, did you see the snow? And that's you maintaining it up here. And then when she starts to go, you say, you know what you're doing. And then the greatest gift you'll give her is to teach her this. Is to teach her, because doesn't she want to know why she keeps spinning there?
Yeah, because, I mean, she's sort of like where I was a few years back.
Yeah.
Calling people to have the diarrhea, verbal diarrhea.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. Like you
Yeah.
said, vomit, but what was coming out of my mouth was not pleasant to listen to. but it was, yeah, my troubles. But anyways, okay, so I've got some ideas, plant some thoughts in her mind, and just try to stay at a higher vibration.
And to recognize the other big thing, she's not wrong.
Exactly.
All she knows.
Yeah.
But you continuing to allow her to do that is not serving you, and it is allowing, right?
Yeah, I haven't found out a way to stop it. I know doesn't sit right with me
Yeah.
because I just can't hear that she's wronging her husband all the time,
Yeah.
and because, yeah.
And the other message that I have for you is, if you fast forward 5 years, and let's just say they split up, or somebody has an affair, or something happens like that, which on the energetic platform that's happening right now is going to happen if it already hasn't. So wouldn't you want to be there as a good friend to teach her how to shift it earlier before it got to that stage? Because if she keeps going at this rate she's going right now,
Yeah.
that's where it's heading.
Yeah.
Do you see that energetically?
Oh, yes.
'Cause
Yes.
that's what momentum does.
Yeah.
That's what
I
she's
mean,
doing.
she's creating that. She keeps saying she wants to leave. She wants to leave. And I don't know. I mean, yeah, you do what you need to do is what I say.
And even just that line, it's not empowering her.
Yeah.
Right? True empowerment is to understand how we create focus and momentum. That's true empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can teach her that and know she can teach it, because you've done the workshop before, teach her how to get general. And that's what we're going to go into next in the conversation. So
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Thanks.
I just want to say thank you because I'm exactly going through the same thing. So that was super relevant for me.
See? Perfect. This is what I mean, guys. This is where the coaching happens.